quick background from his side himself. It says, after graduating from the University of Rhode Island in the spring of 2020 with a bachelor's degree in pharmaceutical and biomedical sciences, documentary producer Justin Leslie states he entered a biomedical science master's program at Rutgers University and then took a job as a formulation analytical scientist at Pfizer in Andover, Massachusetts. And then it all started to unravel or come together, I guess. But very happy to have Justin come on the show. Justin, thanks so much for joining the show here.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. It's Corey, and then what's your name, sir? I'm so sorry.
Colin.
Colin. Oh, we were
Yep.
DMing earlier.
Yep. Thank you for coming on. And thank you for contacting us. You have a great story and something that we have been interested in for a long time. And, you fit your documentary put a lot of the pieces together that we pretty much suspected, but having the proof is certainly it helped.
Yeah, thank you guys for reaching out. I pretty much anyone who wants to interview me that isn't, it's crazy is gonna get an interview, and yeah, I'm appreciative of being on your platform and just having access to your audience to allow them to hear my story and learn from my human experience. That's all this really is about is learning from my mistakes in a way and what I've been through so that people can see through a lens that I was seeing through, essentially. So
let's start with the beginning, Justin, because I love to figure out what brought you to this point you're at now. Because I was going through at justintegrity.net. If I just got the name as we were doing the intro, I'm looking at it like, Justin. Yes, I'm a little slow sometimes, so you have to talk slow. You have to talk slow when you're talking to me. But I'm just sort of curious. Why did you choose the medical field to begin with? Like, what was your drive to do this?
Great question. Actually, I ultimately look at it as like a noble thing, in the sense that so I've like really removed my layers of indoctrination really quickly about the whole medical system. COVID is a gift in that sense, but basically I was diagnosed with this neurological multi-system disorder, and you probably can't tell, right? But I have this disease called tuberous sclerosis complex, which is linked to like epilepsy and autism. And so I had some lesions and stuff on my face and on my back. I have this thing called a shagreen patch. And so at the age of 10, right after I actually had a tumor removed from my left big toe, I was diagnosed with this disease basically. And now I ultimately call it just dis-ease, ultimately probably from like vaccine injury as a kid and some like psychosomatic stuff ultimately that like these symptoms came out to be. But I was basically super depressed as a teenager. I had this disease with this really long name, TSC for short. I knew I was different in a way.